Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Let's get into this for Aries. Okay. So you got cuffing season, you got sneaky link, so single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt, but then there's sneaky link and low-key situationship, side piece. And then you got brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. Somebody may be acting like they're single. Because they have a side piece. They may be very defensive when you're trying to talk to them. This could be you, could be them. Take it how it resonates with you. Aries, so there's somebody who's betraying. Aries is coming up as you are the one who has the third party, but it's also coming up that this is a same-sex relationship. So betraying the Queen of Swords. Now, you could be with a masculine, but they're in their feminine energy. You're coming in feminine energy. This is a commitment. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is very controlling in the relationship. I feel like you're the one that made the past mistake. You deceived this person, causing a burden, but it was because you felt controlled. You felt controlled. And so I feel like you have some remorse and you want to be honest with somebody moving forward, but they're going to be unhappy and hold back. So, but I feel like, yeah, the defense mechanism and guarded and hard to reach. I feel like you're stepping up and saying why you did it and that you did it. And this person doesn't like hearing, but here's the problem with, there's a twofold here. The controlling the relationship or controlling the commitment pushes somebody, and I'm not saying that what they did was right or what you did was right or whoever cheated. I'm not saying that you're right in doing this. I'm also saying that when someone's too controlling in a relationship, it has an effect of retaliation. And this may have been retaliatory, but it's still, two wrongs don't make a right, you know? Taurus. Okay. So somebody may take you out on a date, but then you're going to find them to be, first of all, they may have been drunk when they picked you up. It's irrational behavior. Also, you feel like you can't get through to this person when you're communicating. They're very defensive. but they're the ones that ask you out. So beware, Taurus, this might not be a good date situation. Okay. I feel like the person you're dealing with, Taurus, could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This may be because somebody may have, I don't know, this is interesting. I almost feel the energy of this person has been hurt before. And so this person maybe, I don't know, gets overly nervous, or I feel like the hard to reach and the self-medication may be because of anxiety in relationships. So it's not that this is a bad person. It's just that it's almost like they have to overcome an obstacle when it comes to betrayal in a relationship for a long time. So I feel like maybe they were betrayed in a relationship for a long time, and this is their cross to bear. This is them to overcome this obstacle. They are like having sleepless nights. It's almost like they're wanting to build. They're trying to hide. They're trying to hide their anxiety because they want to rebuild, they want to move forward, but it's almost like they also are like at a crossroads about whether they should run away. This person needs to look at the bigger picture here. Not everybody is going to treat you the way somebody else did, right? You can't blame your future relationship on a past relationship. But communication is key here, because I do see that this may be a very strong connection. You may have a very strong connection with this person, and there would be an opportunity here. I would have a conversation about this, because I feel like if somebody's self-medicated and you feel like they're distant or hard to reach, it's because of their past, and it's almost like a panic attack. They're trying to stop themselves from having a panic attack. That's basically it. Gemini. Okay. In it to win it, long-term intentions, invested, squad. You have reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends. And then you got today, a good vibe, present, in the moment. Okay. So I feel like someone's like deciding they're ready to boo up. Like, if their reconciliation is with somebody in the past, they're ready for commitment now. Tell me about this for Gemini. Yeah, they can't get somebody out of their head when it comes to a relationship and a partnership. It's almost like this person makes them panic too. 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. The thought of a relationship with a partner sends somebody into a full-on panic. They're back and forth about this. This person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For Gemini, they feel like they want to build in divine timing and move forward. Or they could be ready to wife somebody up. So I feel like You think about this person as a wife, or you see this person as a wife, Gemini. You feel like this is meant to be, to move forward, but you're kind of needing to take control and not knowing in what direction to go in so that you can reconcile a heartbreak, because you really want to be committed to the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You really want this commitment. So your reconciliation for yourself is maybe letting go of any kind of anxiety or past hurts. That comes up a lot with you, Gemini, past hurts that you hold on to, because I feel like you do want to be committed to somebody. I see that you're ready because, you know, long haul would be that 10 Pentacles, right? You're ready. You're ready. Cancer. So you got Bonnie and Clyde, you got repo, and you got turnt. So party animal, sex, drugs, and alcohol. Surface pleasures. Okay. I feel like you have somebody coming towards you, Cancer, that is going to be your ride or die, but you might be financially incompatible. Okay. You might not be on the same page when it comes to somebody. Okay. Like you got to pay attention to their financial structure. They might, you know, have issues there. And they might like to party. They might be a party animal. Because I'm going to say Cancer, I mean, it's not that Cancers can't be party animals or they can't be financially, you know, have problems with their finances or any of that. But what I am saying is you're more than likely a homebody, right? And this person might be your opposite. Like you might opposites attract kind of thing. Somebody's got some issues though. Surface pleasures. Somebody is ready to be the life of the party, sex, drugs, rock and roll kind of stuff. There's not a lot of depth to this person. They could be immature as well. Tell me about this. You're waiting for your wish fulfillment. You want to work on a new beginning. You know that you need to use your intuition. If there's a lot of drama, strife, jealousy, competition, chaos, you might regret it. Like you might want to make something work, but you might end up regretting it. Harsh truth is you need to take a step back. It's almost like tap the brakes, Cancer. Tap the brakes. Even though you feel like this person is you against the world, a dedicated partner, they might be dedicated to you. They might be very loyal to you, but they have issues. They have some issues that they got to take care of, right? You know, you may end up very guarded and defensive if you make this choice. You know, it's almost like you got to see where it goes. This person needs to work on themselves. Why do I feel like they'll rely on you for a lot of things? You got to use your intuition here before you, it's almost like resist this choice. Resist this choice. Use your intuition, Cancer, or you may have some regret. You need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. It's been a long time coming when it comes to love, okay? Just because you've been off the market for a long time doesn't mean you got to settle. Because if somebody has issues that would make you crazy in Cancer, If somebody is financially incompatible with you, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be a big issue. And if this person is wasting their money partying and doing things like this, like that doesn't fit your, you know, your homebody. We believe in family and, you know, you're not one to, well, they can be. I mean, it just depends on your sun, moon, and rising, that kind of, or your moon and rising and all of that. But, you know, even if you are a partier, you're not a big partier. I just don't feel that. I mean, under the bottom of the deck, you know, they're going to offer you this. They're going to offer you something, but it's almost like use your judgment. When this person offers this, use your judgment, because you may be played. You may be played by this person. Moving forward, it might be better to stay single and move forward. Tell me about this Five of Swords. They want to be, they want to be with you. They want to be with you sexually. Absolutely. They want to be with you sexually. But, you know, you might want to leave this out of the cold. This person may come off like they're your person, but at the end of the day, there's issues here. And, you know, you got to look at the seeds that are planted here. There's things that are hidden. Past mistakes are hidden. Past mistakes are hidden, Cancer. Be careful with this person. You know, they may act like they're your person, and you may want this because you may have been off the market for a while, but there's some things that you need to find out about. Leo. Leo, you have angel number 1717. Tell me about Leo. Okay. So, Leo, you may have a new boo. You may have new love coming in. You may need to have a deep conversation, a little heart-to-heart conversation, because this person's a little extra. They're just a little extra. What all does that mean? What all does that say? Dramatic. Trying too hard. Okay. So just know that this person may be trying too hard. They're a little extra. Maybe they don't need to go that far. You need to have a deep conversation about this. You may even be a twin flame. Okay. So Leo, I feel like this person's going to apologize. I feel like with the Five of Swords, this was somebody who was trying to win at all cost. So they were going overboard. They were going overboard to get your attention. I don't feel like in this case that's bad. They were doing whatever they could, right? They were extra, but they want justice here. They're apologizing. They want justice. They're going to close that chapter because they want this commitment. They want the connection with you. They want to move forward with you. You're coming in pre-Empress energy with the Emperor. They've waited for their wish fulfillment. They feel like you're their past life soulmate, but they know that there's going to be burdens if they rush this opportunity. Okay. So yeah, so maybe this is about you just sitting down, having a good conversation about how you both feel about the situation and what you need to do. But somebody is definitely going to, you know, apologize for being extra where you're concerned because they went a little overboard. Virgo. Okay. So Virgo, you got penny pincher, you got my boo, official status, but you got roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. I feel like it might have to do with the money issue. Tell me about Virgo. Waiting for an opportunity for love. It's almost like you're waiting for an opportunity for love, but then you'll walk away and take a step back and look at the bigger picture. So it's almost like if you're waiting and you see it, you see love coming towards you, you kind of walk away from it, or that's kind of self-sabotaging there. You do want a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You want something that's going to go the distance, a new passionate beginning that'll go the distance. Could be with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like somebody's broke. Here's the problem when it comes to penny pinching. One of you is broke and the other one wants to be on the same level, to be on the same page. Okay? So you want somebody who's going to match your income. You want somebody that's going to be on the same level as you financially. That might be one of the reasons why you're kind of penny pinching here. That's an issue. Roller coaster problem is that one of you has money and one of you does not. Okay, and then you're manifesting at a crossroads. So you're thinking about moving on to somebody else. You want an opportunity that you've waited for, but you walk away and you look at the bigger picture. Because you want this person you want a victory. You want a victory. You want this to be someone this could be you, Virgo, mastering your emotions. You could be in the King of Cups because you're the one who's really thinking about this. And this is the problem, Virgo. You go around that mountain 4,900 times before you make a decision, okay? I get the walking away to look at the bigger picture when it comes to Virgo, for sure. Like I always say, if the road's carved out, the path is always carved out by the Virgo. They keep going, walking around the mountain, right? Take the chance here, right? You're trying to decide what you want to do. I feel like this could be your destiny and you might regret it, right? Because don't pass up somebody because right now they don't match the criteria you're looking for, because this may be your person and that might be a lesson for you. That might be the lesson for you, is to recognize you don't have to pinch, you want this person to be your boo. Stop being such a penny pinching miser, right? That might be one of the reasons why you have roller coasters. You're up and down, back and forth. You're not really committing. If you want to build a partnership, stop holding back. Stop pinching your pennies until they turn into copper wire, okay? That's what they're saying. That might be your lesson to you. Libra. Oh. Libra, I already can tell you what the problem is. This is a quick getaway. Someone feels distressed, acting with urgency, escaping, feeling like you're escaping. And then you got spiritually awakened, spiritually aware, cutting through the illusion, detaching from ego. But also what comes with the spiritual awakening is understanding the other side of the veil, right? And sometimes you having a vision or seeing something with your eyes closed, don't react. Don't react to what you see. Don't fear it. Don't react to it. Just know that you're protected. Say a prayer. Say Psalms 23. Because I feel like maybe this is a panic when you don't want to show fear, especially when you're dealing with the other side, okay? And I'm going to say, because from experience, you just need to, don't be afraid of anything. Stand in your faith, trust. You're being shown that for a reason. You have to decipher what that is, though, right? This is a tower for you. It's like your commitment. Oh, this is too much of a burden. Okay, I want to tell you, you're trying to escape. You're trying to escape it. Okay, so the tower of the commitment. Shit's hitting in the fan, right? It's a burden. This commitment, the commitment to the spiritual journey is the 10 of Pentacles, okay? It's causing a tower in this commitment. The burden, you're trying to run. You're trying to run with that chariot, right? From the relationship. Now, you have to understand that even the twin flame journeys can be kind of crazy, but you do end up dealing with the other side. You can be claircognizant, clairvoyant. Your clairs kick in, and you will see, hear, feel, know things that you know, had no idea. It's like, where's this coming from? What is this? And you're going to be in contemplation all the time. You're going to be thinking about things. You're going to be thinking deep thoughts, okay? Right? But this is your destiny. Understand this is your destiny. It's going to make a change. There's going to be big changes for you with that transformation. Like the seeds that were planted, you have to understand that there were seeds that were planted. You feel, I don't feel like you feel betrayed. I'm getting more terrified than anything here with that. And like terrified, you may be communicating how you're feeling about this. Like that's why some people go, they're trying to figure out if we can communicate with the other side and this and that. This is scientists are having conversations about this. And yes, we can. Yes, we can. Everybody has that same ability. The problem is that when it's given to you, when this gift is given to you, you will either accept the gift and learn to understand it and research it and understand really what's happening around you, or you'll shut the door on it. The choice is still yours. You have free will, right? So you have free will, and this is about you choosing your destiny. Are you going to, because you signed up for this before you got here, right? It's written in the stars here, okay? This is you may try to hold back. I feel like holding back has to do with you being afraid. I feel like you're very grounded, but you want to leave the situation that's being offered to you. Here's the thing. Okay. Libra, if you're a twin flame and this is part of your journey and this is part of the opening up, the problem is your wish fulfillment is just to have the partnership. You can't have the partnership without the bells and the whistles, your destiny, because the relationship that you're wanting is a destined, like it's meant to be. And the reason is you're meant to help other people. It's the relationship where the twin flame is to help humanity. So the lessons are difficult. They are hard to deal with, but you still have to deal with them. You can't get the relationship without the rest of it. You don't get one piece of the puzzle and call it a day. That's not how it works. So I almost feel like you're trying to run from it. Scorpio. Oh. I feel like this is two ships that pass in the night. Scorpio, I feel like you may have gone to a party, had a really, really good time, met somebody that you had fantastic chemistry, everything was heating up, and then all of a sudden, disappearing act, ghosted. Tell me about this. You feel manipulated. You feel like they manipulated you and then they blocked you. This person was a player. They were there for a good time, not a long time. I feel like, or you feel manipulated and blocked, like this happened very quickly and you may have wanted to build with this person, Scorpio, but now you feel very guarded and defensive that somebody moved on. And you're trying to take control of a heartbreak that you feel trapped in your head about. I feel like you met somebody and it happened too quickly. Because with maybe that you haven't been dating for a long time. This has been like, it's been a long time coming and you didn't recognize the signs of manipulation. Because I feel like you were ghosted and blocked. Because it happened too quickly. Like this person wanted, like, you guys may have had such a good conversation. You were talking about, future things with one another. Because I feel like that's what was being offered here. I feel like that you got caught up in a whirlwind, and then the next thing you know, it's gone. It's gone. It's like I'm seeing like a tornado. I don't know why I'm saying like it comes in hard and fast and leaves quickly. That's kind of the energy here. This is like past dramas you've dealt with. Like they've walked away. This is kind of like past dramas. You're wishing for a partner. This person, it's almost like you feel like I feel like Scorpio could have been more one-sided, or in the moment, in the heat of the moment, both of you were there, then all of a sudden it was gone and over. But it's almost like you feel like the reason that you haven't been like it's been a long time coming for you. Like whatever you had with this person, you hadn't had it in a long time. But now after you think about it, you feel like it's like past dramas that you walked away from. All your wish fulfillment is for a good partner. Like that's all you want is a good partner. Maybe find one when you're not drunk, when the both of you aren't partying, because you guys were turned up, okay? This was about surface pleasure. It was whatever this was. It wasn't there for the long haul. You had good chemistry, that's because you're alcohol induced, okay? Sagittarius. Playa, and lust. Under the bottom of the deck. Ooh, new boo. Okay. Sagittarius, you might have been out there playing just to play and have a good time, but you may end up falling in love with somebody. Tell me about this. For Sag. I feel like it's like waiting to marry or waiting for a partnership. The justice waiting for a partnership. Maybe it's your justice waiting for a partnership. Maybe you took your time about getting a partner. I feel like you were unhappy with all the drama being offered by a Queen of Pentacles that you no longer speak to. So you were not satisfied with what you had. You're trying to close the cycle on this because you're manifesting being with somebody. Sagittarius, I feel like you're a masculine energy. Like you were not happy with all the drama you got with somebody, and then all of a sudden you were just out to have a good time and you fell in love. Mm-hmm. I feel like you couldn't walk away from this person. I feel like you were having sleepless nights because the truth is this person changed you. They transformed you. It was a Queen of Cups, Sagittarius. Your justice was taking your time, getting justice, waiting for a partner, right? Closing the door on things that no longer serve you. And you know you had a very difficult time walking away. It took you a long time to walk away from this person, like to separate yourself. You see this person is very independent and abundant, and you didn't know what to do. Well, you were at a crossroads about getting a victory. It also could be that you found your true match. You found, because you can't get this person out of your head, right? You can't get this person out of your head. So where you may have just hooked up, you feel like you hit the jackpot. You want to take that leap of faith. So I feel like you're letting go of anything from your past. And I feel like the reason is that you had just intentions of having a good time but you could not stop thinking about the person once you got there. So you intended to hit it and quit it, but it didn't work out in your favor. Capricorn. Okay. I feel like Capricorn, somebody got caught with a side piece. There's some irrational behavior because of a sneaky link, and you've got legal issues now. I'm feeling like somebody caught these hands. That's what happened with this. A work deception. Offering you wish fulfillment. Could be a King of Wands. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. You feel like you got away with it. You think you got away with this, Capricorn. But somebody may have tried to cut you off when you're driving because they caught you in the car with this person. Like, this could be somebody who is trying to cut you off while you're driving. Yeah. I feel like oh. Capricorn, this has to do with you hooking up with somebody from work and you thought you got away with it. Nobody said anything. You thought you got the victory. But like, I feel like this person caught you driving in the car with this person. Like cutting you off while you're driving. This is an attack. This person's trying to attack somebody. And you need to see the bigger picture here, because somebody is ready to throw hands, right? They got one wand left there. This has to do with the commitment and standing their ground. Obsessed with what? Obsessed in divine timing. Queen of Swords. The partner. Oh. Here's the problem. Here's the problem that might arise here. I feel like there's a lot of fighting, but you may be pregnant, or your person may be pregnant. Say if you're a Capricorn male, your partner might be pregnant by this person because they're going to be moving on because they're pregnant. And the person may be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that you're dealing with. So legal battles because of a sneaky link, irrational behavior. Yeah. Irrational behavior would be trying to cut somebody off when they're driving. Yeah. So that you can catch hands, right? But, you know, it takes all kinds. Aquarius. Okay. So Aquarius, you might be tired of players. Fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated, want to escape, want to get away from somebody that you know is just there to have a good time. You're tired of like you know that this person's just out for a piece and you're not into this. You're not into this, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to move on from this deception. Your wish fulfillment would be to have somebody that you're on the same page with. But the harsh truth is this person just wants to win. They want to win. This has been the problem for a long time. This has been a problem for a long time. You know, you might take the asshole magnet off your forehead, Aquarius. If this is what you're attracting, you might want to look in the mirror and say, why am I attracting this? What lessons am I not learning here? Right? Being single. Don't settle for less than you deserve, and don't buy into the bullshit that they're selling. You know, they'll all have the same lines, right? You want to be with somebody, but you need to use your intuition. Okay. What they're saying to you, Aquarius, is get out of your head about the commitment. Get out of your head about it working out the way you want it to. Use your intuition. You're having sleepless nights because you want a commitment, okay? You want what you want. I get that. You want to be on the same page with somebody, but it's a problem. It's been a problem, right? You're single and abundant. They're telling you to cut that out. When you stop thinking, like, it's like, how do I put this? You know, when somebody wants to have a baby so bad that they don't get pregnant, right? Yes, there could be issues. I'm not talking about those kind of. I'm thinking about somebody who really wants to get pregnant and they don't, because they're so focused on getting pregnant that they're closing down a part of them. That, you know what I'm saying? You're overthinking the situation is what I'm saying. You're overthinking it. So stop overthinking it. Enjoy yourself. Get to know people. You don't have to sleep with them. If they're pushing you to sleep with them, that's not the one for you. But take your time, get to know people. Don't rush into it. Don't think that every person that you meet is going to be a potential partner. You know, let them prove that to you. Because I feel like that's what needs to happen. They need to prove themselves to you without you saying that they need to prove that. You know what I'm saying? Let them show you who they really are. That's what you really need to do. Because you're kind of fed up with the game. I see that for you, Aquarius. You're fed up with the game. Pisces. Pisces. You got player, penny pincher, and wine and dine. Somebody wants to take you out on a date, but they ain't got no money, right? They're just there for a good time, right? So this person may try to get you to pay the bill. Now this could go both ways. It could go both ways. You could be penny pinching and not have your, you know, this person may forget their wallet or, you know, take it out resonates. You took a chance with somebody from the past, but this person wants sex. That's, you know, this is what they're after. This is what they're after, right? But it's your choice, right? But you're in your head waiting. This person could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. You feel kind of betrayed by this person. Honestly, if you're dating somebody from your past, you may have been with this person before, but it's almost like, you know, it's an option for you, right? It's an option. Sex is on the table as far as they're concerned, right? You have a choice whether or not you want a new passionate beginning, whether or not you want to sleep with them. You're kind of trapped in your head waiting, you know, wanting to wait, right? I feel like you could be very independent. You could have money. I feel like you want it to be, you want more out of this than just being a side piece here. There's an obstacle that has to be overcome because this person's immature. They're immature. I feel like there's you tried in the past to build with this person, but you ended up getting betrayed. So understand that this person's not going to bring anything to the table. They're really not. They're not going to wine and dine you because they're looking for something else. Matter of fact, they're a cheapskate. They're not going to wine and dine you. They're a cheapskate and they're a player. They just want a piece of ass. They're not looking for anything else, right? This person's saying that they're kind of saying, well, it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you, you know, that kind of thing. But don't expect anything from this person. You've already known this person before. This person hasn't changed. They're very immature. They have to overcome a lot of obstacles. You tried it before, but that was a mistake, right? So you already know where you stand with this person. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.